I am not that surprised given the patriarchal nature of the political governance in China. And but at the same time, as a lot of people were expecting, there would be one woman be selected in the Politburo, whose name is Shen Yiqin, who was supposed to, expectedly to take the position from Sun Chunlan. And then she only was promoted to the Central Committee this time. So that was a little bit surprised, and especially given in the past 25 years, there were one to two women in the Politburo, and so in that respect, a little bit, surprised at the same time, but not that surprised.
Yeah, before Xi Jinping, there had been efforts to make sure women were represented. Give us a sense of how that had been happening.
So there has been a quota system in China to ensure at least one women be selected at the lower level of governance. So there were also supportive mechanisms and policies to ensure this is happening, and campaign to encourage women's political participation. So there were efforts, from the government, but at the same time, there could be misinterpretation of such policies. For example, people may think, okay, at least one woman means one woman only. And also there are a variety of factors that can hinder women climbing up the political ladder. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what message do you think Xi Jinping was sending with the fact that there were no women in this core group?
Well, there's, limitation of gender when it comes to women's participation in top governance. It doesn't mean women are excluded from being elected to the top decision-making body on purpose. So my point is that the nomination and the election process is genderless rather than misogynistic in nature. So gender itself is not a considering factor in the nomination process. But yes, we do see the absence of women in the Politburo, and there are a number of factors that can shape the gender composition at the moment. But we do see there is no women being elected into the Politburo this time. But there are 4 women in the senior positions in the Central Commission for Discipline Inspection, which is the top anti-corruption body. So they do play a role in investigating allegations of corruption and breaches of party discipline. So this is, it's not a message that's sending to people that it's only, males could be the rulers of the country. It's just how this is structured, and there are many factors that are hindering women ascending to the top level.
You mentioned the patriarchy, though. It would seem that this is a very strong return to a patriarchal system.
On the surface, yes, it's always been like this, a patriarchal political structure dominated by men. Yes, women holding up half the sky, but men rule the country. It's a convention, it's a norm. And this time we do see there's no women being selected to the Politburo. So that makes people wonder, even, China has become, a more patriarchal, returning to the old times, but I think it's not a gender factor itself. As I said, it's more genderless in terms of the process of nomination and selection. So at this time round, we do see no women being selected, but that doesn't mean there won't be women in the next 5 years or more.
So do you think more broadly in China's society that the lack of leadership here might restrict women's progress more broadly?
Of course, women are making progress. In many respects, there are an increasing number of women who work in academia, work as scientists, work in the military, and working as entrepreneurs. So there is also a rising number of women becoming Communist Party members, and with many have been very active in public life and active in politics. So you can see all these progress were there made by women. Yes, as you said, there is a lack of diversity in terms of leadership, and women and ethnic minorities are underrepresented in this government. I think the all-male Politburo won't be different from a Politburo with one or two women. So in other words, the impact of a gendered Politburo on policies affecting women and families is very limited. I think China will continue with these existing gender policies, and gender equality is a national policy. But the thing is, many gender inequalities remain in place, and feminist activities are censored, and feminist voices are silenced. So we do see these two disjunctures as well.
This juxtaposition. Good to talk to you, Dr. Wang. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.